termasuk
juga
Dr. Bat
soalnya.
4. So
Betul-betul.
akan ada
Itu
Prof.
tiga.
Zazili, Putri Nur Aisyah,
Betul-betul.
lepas tu dengan Muslim.
Relax, kita yang ni relax. Yes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good morning everyone. So welcome back to the third IF 2025. So inshallah we are going to start shortly. So we are waiting for the first keynote speaker to be ready. So please just sit back and relax and enjoy the session. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good morning, everyone. So, welcome back to all participants, representatives, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to the third ASEAN Youth Entrepreneur Forum 2025. So, in this session, we are going to have our first keynote speech that will be presented by Mr. J. Khairil Jeremy Abdullah, Chief Executive Officer of Bank Simpanan Nasional, and to share his insight on unlocking opportunities, the roles of financial institution in nurturing youth entrepreneurs. So with that, we would like to invite Mr. J. Khairil Jeremy Abdullah on stage. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning to all of you. Yang saya difahamkan, I was informed that not just from UiTM, but some of you are from and also some of our foreign delegates who are mostly online. Very good welcome to all of you. In Malaysia, we say it's selamat datang, or a big welcome to all of you delegates today to the Asian Youth Entrepreneur Forum. Ibu Yuliana Riana, the Dean Faculty of Business of LSPR Institute of Communication and Business Indonesia. Welcome Ibu. Selamat datang ke Malaysia. International delegates, Asian university representatives, industry leaders, ministry officials, strategic partners, and our remarkable youth participants, ladies and gentlemen. I am obviously truly honored today to be here to be the first keynote speaker, or not really speaker, but just to deliver a speech, to deliver my first keynote address for the Asian Youth Entrepreneur Forum, a platform that celebrates innovation, courage, and the entrepreneurial spirit of our youth. The title of my address is Unlocking Opportunities, the Role of Financial Institutions in Nurturing Youth Entrepreneurs. Speaks to a mission that goes beyond any single organization. It reflects primarily a collective responsibility to empower the next generation to progress with purpose, confidence, and sustainably. While I will use Malaysia as a key example, the trend I highlight reflects a broader ASEAN reality, because I believe across our region, our youth share the same drive, the same digital advantage, and most importantly, the same desire to shape your own future. And every generation leaves behind a legacy that defines its era. For mine, it is resilience through uncertainty. Believe me, all of you youth in this room today, or those who are participating online, the journey is a lot more trickier than what we think it is when we are in universities. So stay tuned and make sure you do your best. But for you, it is not just technology, it is drive. You do not wait for opportunity, you create it. From turning ideas into startups, content into commerce, and creativity into global brands. Today's youth are redefining entrepreneurship across ASEAN. Financial institutions play a critical role in this journey, not by standing on the sidelines, but by ensuring every spark of ambition has the fuel to grow. That begins with understanding where young entrepreneurs stand today, recognizing their immense potential and addressing the barriers that still hold them back. Across ASEAN, this potential is not a small segment. It is the majority. There are over 213 million young people aged between 15 and 34 years old, representing the region's largest and most ambitious generation. This is data from World Bank in 2024. In Malaysia alone, youth and unemployment has improved from 10% in 2020 to around 6.2% in 2025, showing resilience and adaptability in the face of disruption. Micro, small, and medium enterprises, or in short MSMEs, many founded by youth, now make up 97% of all businesses and contributes 38% to the country's GDP. Yet nearly 7 in 10 startups, this is statistics that I think all of us must take note of, fail within 3 years. Not because young people lack ideas, but because they lack the support system, the scalability structure, and sustained funding required to turn innovation into impact. Now, this is where financial institutions play our part, where we translate policy intent into inclusive action, ensuring ambition is never limited by access. And because when traditional employment models evolve, so must the support systems that sustain them. We are witnessing a powerful shift where youth entrepreneurship is no longer confined to brick and mortar businesses. It is emerging dynamically in the gig economy, digital platforms, AI-driven content creation, and cross-border e-commerce. I am very sure all of us in this room today have at least, if not buy something, scroll the TikTok shops. So this is where the world has evolved. You do not even need to own a shop today to do business. All you need is content and access. So the pandemic did not merely disrupt jobs. Instead, it redefined what work means. Today, work is digital, on demand, and borderless. In Malaysia alone, more than 4 million individuals, or 26% of the workforce, now earn through gig platforms. That is a staggering percentage compared to when I was, although I still look like youth, but no longer youth. But this was back then in the 80s and 90s. That's almost not an imaginable percentage. Among parcel, food, and good delivery riders, 97.7% are under the age of 30. And this is where, again, financial institutions must actively evolve from lenders to enablers, designing solutions that recognize gig workers as a legitimate economic engine. This includes, among others, innovative scoring models based on alternative data, micro savings tied to earnings, digital micro-insurance, and AI-powered financial coaching. Today's youth are already thinking like entrepreneurs, managing customers, forecasting demand, leveraging digital tools, even using AI to optimize delivery routes and pricing. But they often do this without financial safety nets or the foundational capital to scale. Their hustle is real, so are their barriers. Irregular income, limited credit history, and minimal protection against shocks. And this is a call to all peers of financial institutions, ourselves included. If you walk outside, you will see our booth showcasing micro entrepreneurs who have been some successful, some not successful, but the intervention by financial institution is key in this regard to make sure that we provide that avenue and support system to help grow youth entrepreneurs. So financial institutions can no longer operate using traditional models. Young people do not just need access to money, although a lot of you today need money, but not just that, they need access to opportunity, delivered in ways that match how they live and earn, which is digital, instant, and personalized. Across ASEAN, financial institutions are now transforming by introducing AI-based credit scoring that recognizes gig workers and digital entrepreneurs without conventional income records. Instant digital onboarding instead of branch visits, microfinancing with flexible repayment options, suited to fluctuating earnings, and financial literacy delivered through apps, videos, and gamified challenges. Many are also using AI and chatbots to provide real-time advisory at scale. These innovations are changing lives, for the better or for the worse. Please, if I can share a piece of advice, use AI responsibly. I know all of us here, it's not just students who use ChatGPTs or deepfake or what have you. Even my working colleagues in the office use the same. But please use them responsibly. Always quote your references. Platforms like TikTok are already shaping how young people learn, spend, and save. In Malaysia alone, reflecting wider ASEAN trends, there are 19.3 million TikTok users, nearly half of whom are aged between 18 and 30 years old. A 2025 survey found that 79% of Gen Z, which is my generation, seek financial advice online, and 68% earn income from digital content. So these are stats that exemplifies how the youth are coming into the force today, coming into the economic structure today, to do business in very different ways. And financial institutions can no longer behave like how we behaved in the past, where we still assess businesses, young businesses, in the same way we used to assess in the past. It has to be dynamically altered, in particular to assess behavior. So be very mindful what you do in your social media platforms, because banks are using alternative scoring model today to also assess how you behave in your social media platform. Because sometimes when you graduate, you do not yet have enough credit history for a bank to assess, but be mindful that banks or credit providers have access to how you behave in their social media platform, and that is a very main or key source for us to evaluate behaviors. So this shift is exciting, but it also comes with a lot of risks, as not all financial information online is accurate or trustworthy. And this is why the role of financial institutions is more important than ever, not just to provide access to funds, but to guide, protect, and empower youth in a rapidly evolving digital economy. For current young generation, technology has become the great equalizer and they are not afraid of technology. Instead, they are maximizing the usage of AI to design logos, run marketing campaigns, and respond to customers around the clock. Further, they are fully aware that robotic process automation, or RPA, something that you will hear a lot more when you come up to the working force, enables entrepreneurs to manage finances, invoicing, and inventory with the efficiency of a full back office system. They are also leveraging digital marketplaces now that allow micro entrepreneurs in small towns and villages to sell products across the world without needing a physical shop. And because of that, financial institutions must also match their pace by integrating AI, RPA, and digital financing into every stage of your journey. And so that innovation is not held back by outdated processes. Across ASEAN, financial learning today often begins with a scroll, a click, and a screen, rather than in a classroom or a bank counter. But that doesn't mean you do not have to go back to your class today. And a 2025 survey found that 79% of Gen Z seek financial advice online, and 68% are already earning income through digital content. So this presents a powerful opportunity, but it also comes with a lot of risk, as not all financial information shared, like I said earlier, are trustworthy. So in BSN, we, one good example of how we have intervened in the space of financial literacy is to deliver financial literacy through edutainment. So edutainment, a lot of gamifying, a lot of gamification, and campaigns such as Misi Sampai Jadi or Make It Happen, with Sir Badang and Celik Kewangan e-modules on the Ministry of Education, the Lima platform. This is the digital platform in schools today that we have also introduced modules of financial education, demonstrating how learning about money can be made fun, relevant, and actionable. As highlighted in Deloitte's Financial Literacy Outlook 2024, gamified and interactive learning drives deeper behavioral change. And this is exactly how financial institutions can shape confident, financial savvy youth across our region. And meanwhile, giving capital alone is no longer enough. True empowerment happens when financing is matched with skills, technology, and long-term support. Across ASEAN, financial institutions are moving from simply providing access to money to actively accelerating entrepreneurship by partnering with fintech platforms, embedding microfinancing into e-commerce ecosystems, and offering youth training, grants, and AI-based advisory. In Malaysia alone, for example, microfinancing carnivals have empowered nearly 170,000 entrepreneurs, with more than 4,000 growing into SMEs and creating jobs. A proof of what is possible when financial institutions nurture potential instead of just funding it. And financial inclusion today is not only about helping those who are ready, but about reaching those who are often left behind. And that is why institutions across the region are using digital tools, entrepreneurship training, and innovative financing models to uplift youth in rural areas, B40 communities, and even through rehabilitation programs. Ladies and gentlemen, financial literacy is no longer optional. It is the foundation of entrepreneurship, whether a business is online or offline. It is not just about knowing how to manage money. It is about understanding how to make money work for you, and how to protect your earnings, and how to grow your ideas into sustainable ventures. Across ASEAN again, studies show a consistent trend. Young people understand the importance of financial literacy, but many find it difficult to translate that knowledge into consistent action. Just a typical example I would like to share with you. This is very personal to us. We actually did a pilot program with our gig or food delivery riders. We actually collaborated with Food Panda, and we gathered 100 riders that send food to your home, to your doorsteps. And when we asked these 100 riders, do you know how important savings is to you? Guess what? Almost all of them say, yes, they know. And when we ask, do you know you need to save money for your retirement? And guess what again? 100 of them answered yes. But when we ask the next question, the little bit more difficult question, have you started to save money for you, for emergency times or for your retirement? And the answer is no. So that lies the more important question, what do we need to do? So knowledge is there, awareness is there, but it is not translated into action. And that is where intervention, institutions like us, does play a role, which is to provide that intervention. So we did a very simple thing. Some of you, well, a lot of you in this room maybe cannot remember, but your father, your mother used to collect stamps. And they collect stamps in an album. So what we did, we brought back some basic method of how we should, remember our nostalgic times. So we brought back the album, and we told these 100 riders, if you could save, you literally put notes into the album, and at the end of the month, we will calculate and see who gets the best, who saved the most will get a prize. So we have a lot of prizes. The grand prize was a motorbike, etc. And guess what? These 100 riders, in the very first month, only 3 out of 100 riders could save more than 300 ringgit. 3 out of 100 riders in 1 month. But because of intervention, because we translated awareness and knowledge into action, at the end of 6 months, we saw 30 riders out of 100 that could save more than 300 ringgit. So that's how intervention is required, and this is how progress is made in small steps. And before I end my keynote, to the young entrepreneurs in this room, and also across our region, remember this: financial literacy gives you the foundation, technology gives you the tools, and financial institutions are here to provide the platform for you to rise. So the next time you walk into a financial institution or a bank, quote all the things that I said, and if they are not matching up to what I said, you can always go to BSN. So the world is no longer waiting for the next generation. You are that generation. You are leading already, shaping industries, creating markets, and defining the future of ASEAN economy. So keep dreaming, keep building, keep believing in the power of your ideas, because when you rise, ASEAN rises. When you innovate, ASEAN advances. And when you succeed, you do not just change your own life, but you change the trajectory of our region. The next chapter of ASEAN's economic story will not be written in boardrooms alone, but by young minds like yours, and digital spaces in small towns, in innovation labs, and on global platforms. And as financial institutions, we are not here to slow you down. We are here to accelerate you forward, to fuel your ambition, and to turn potential into prosperity. So this is your time, this is your moment, and together we will unlock the future of ASEAN. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. J, could you please remain on stage? Because we have the tokens of appreciation presentation session. Okay, thank you. So for the tokens of appreciation presentation session, I would like to invite Ibu Yuliana Riana Prasadyawati, Dean of Faculty of Business, SFPR, to be on stage to present the token of appreciations to Mr. J. Okay, thank you very much to both our guests of honor. And also thank you very much to Mr. J. Khairil Jeremy Abdullah for the enlightening keynote speech just now. Ladies and gentlemen, next we would like to welcome Dr. Prita Kamalgani, a founder and CEO of LSPR, to deliver her keynote session. Please welcome.
Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Good morning. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable Datuk Seri Diraja Dr. Zambri Abdul Kadir, Minister of Higher Education Malaysia, Professor Datuk Tan Sri Dr. Shahrin bin Sahib, Vice Chancellor UiTM, Professor Datuk Haji Muhammad Zazli Sahibi, Deputy Vice Chancellor UiTM Student Affairs, Mr. Hirman Awang, Director of Student Affairs Division, Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Higher Education Malaysia, Associate Professor Dr. Badrul Isa, Assistant Vice Chancellor Entrepreneurship UiTM, Mr. Jalil Khairi Jeremy Abdullah, Executive Director Bank Simpanan Nasional. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd ASEAN Youthpreneur Forum 2025. At UiTM Malaysia, a gathering of bright mind, bold heart, and a united hand from across the ASEAN member country. As the youth occupied approximately 1/3 of ASEAN total population, constituting the largest ever cohort of young people in the region's history. This means ASEAN young generation must play a vital role in shaping the future of our community. As the region future leader, change maker, innovator, and influencers, ASEAN youth are not only the region's greatest asset, but also its hope for tomorrow. It is therefore essential to provide them with meaningful opportunity to shape the policies that directly impact to their life. The ASEAN Youthpreneur Forum was founded on a shared belief that entrepreneurship is more than starting a businesses. It is about more of solving problems, creating value, and building resilience in community across diverse regions. ASEAN Youth Entrepreneur Forum 2025 is not just a forum. It is a movement, a platform where borders, faith, and ideas flow freely, where a student from Indonesia can co-found a startup peer from Malaysia, Vietnam, or Philippines, where a prototype developed in a university lab can evolve into a regional solution. Today, we celebrate the inspiring story of young entrepreneurs who are already making a difference. But we must go further. We must ensure that entrepreneurship in ASEAN is not only innovative, but also inclusive and sustainable. To the young people here, you are seen, you are heard, and you are supported. To our partner, let us continue to open door and connect the dot and invest in youth. Because when ASEAN youth rise, we all rise. Together, let us build an ASEAN that is innovative, united, and future ready, powered by courage, creativity, and conviction of its young people. Thank you and welcome again to ASEAN Youth Entrepreneurship Forum 2025. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you to Dr. Prita for that inspiring session. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to proceed the agenda for this morning with a special forum, IF 2025, that will be discussed, the title will be discussed, the roles of universities and financial institutions in youth entrepreneurship. So we're still waiting the setting on the stage, okay, to put all the chairs to the panel. So this session are going to be moderated by Associate Professor Dr. Badrul Issa, okay, from MASMED UITM. And then the panels, the esteemed panel is the Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sazili Shaibi, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Student Affairs UITM, and then Ibu Yuliana Riana Prasyawati, Dean Faculty of Business, LSPR, and also Miss Putri Nur Aisyah Shahila Muhammad Shahlan, BSN Entrepreneur, Micro Madani Youth. Okay, so we still waiting the stage setting. And of course, thank you very much, the team from Bank Simpan Nasional. Let us give them a big hand. Our strategic partners for IF 2035.
Okay, suara.
Okay, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so with that I would like to invite the moderator for the forum, Associate Professor Dr. Badrul Issa from MASMED UITM, and also the esteemed panel, Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sazili Shahibi, Ibu Yuliana Riana Prasyawati, and also Miss Putri Nur Aisyah Shahila Muhammad Shahlan, to be on stage to start our special forum. Please welcome. So I will pass the agenda to our moderator, Dr. Badrul.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, Mr. MC. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all, and very warm welcome to our ASEAN Youth Entrepreneur Forum 2025, hosted by University Technology Mara. And actually, this whole event is actually broadcasted through live online and also to all participants across Malaysia and also in ASEAN region. Apa khabar semuanya? Bagus? Harus diambil satu itu, semuanya. Baik, so the whole forum will be interchangeably using both language, Bahasa and also English. I really hope that our online participants will bear with us. Some of the terms will be used using Bahasa and also English. Is that okay with you guys?
It's okay.
Okay. These forums, we are so lucky because we will talk about youth development in entrepreneurships, and this forum is actually bringing leaders, educators, as well as entrepreneurs to explore how these two institutions, that is universities and also financial institutions like the bank, can coexist and co-collaborate to empower youth entrepreneurs across ASEAN. As for today's forum, we will focus on the roles of universities and financial institutions in youth entrepreneurships. We would like to see on how these institutions share the same commitments and nurture our young generations innovatively and responsibly. Today's discussions, our panelists, we will cover into three main areas. We will look into how university become enabler or catalyst. We will look into also how financial institutions like the banks bringing and close the gaps on innovation and capitals. And finally, we would like to see on how innovations as well as sustainability, an issue which actually young entrepreneurs are facing at this moment. So before we start, I think we really need to know our forum panelists today. So we have three honored guests, Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sazili Sahibi from UiTM, Ms. Putri Nur Aisyah Sahlia, is that correct?
Shahlia.
Sahlia.
Shah.
Shah.
Never mind, just call me Putri.
Okay, Putri. And also we have guest of honor from Indonesia, Ms. Yuliana Riana Prasyawati from LSPR Indonesia. Okay, give them a big round of applause. Thank you for three of our panelists. Allow me to read our panelists' background so that we are in the know of their services and also contribution to their institutions. Our first panelist adalah Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sazili Sahibi, our ayahanda in UiTM, currently serving as the Deputy Vice Chancellor Students Affairs at UiTM Malaysia. Currently, he's a very well distinguished academics and very thoughtful leaders in information systems. And I made to understand that his thesis was actually about e-commerce, and he is among the first few people who did research on e-commerce those days. Back then, about 15 years ago, before all this, 20 years ago, before all this media, e-commerce and things are developed. And he is not only that, he is also doing a lot of entrepreneurships, education and programs. Professor Sazli's work not only on student development, but he is also a big figure in UiTM in cultivating future-ready graduates and, of course, integrating digital transformation into Malaysia higher education system. Thank you, Professor, for having to be here with us this morning. And then our next young entrepreneur, izinkan saya, Putri Nur Aisyah Shah. Putri Nur Aisyah Shah is representing Bank Simpanan Nasional, BSN. He is the recipient of Micro Madani Belia program. Is that true? Is that the correct term? Okay. It's an initiative that support young entrepreneurs through microfinancing, mentorships, and also financial literacy training. Youth entrepreneurs and also a program ambassador. Welcome Ms. Putri to our forums, and our last finalist, Ms. Yuliana Riana Prasyawati. Betul ya?
You can call me Anna.
Anna, Miss Anna. Okay, Miss Anna joining us from Indonesia. Selamat datang Ibu ke
Thank you,
Indonesia.
Pak.
Berapa ramai hari ini?
4 hari nanti.
4 hari ya.
Back to the Saturday.
Tapi lockdown di Malaysia itu, di KL itu
Ya,
lockdown.
it's okay lah. Tuh, Syah Alam.
Okay.
Oke, muter-muter di Syah Alam. It's okay.
Pusing-pusing atau putar-putar?
Ya, pusing-pusing.
Pusing-pusing, di sini pusing-pusing Ibu.
Syah Alam cantik kan?
Insya Allah, insyaAllah cantik Ibu. Okay, welcome to Malaysia again. I think this is not your first time here traveling.
Yes, first time into Syah Alam.
First time in Shah Alam, so make use of your time.
Yes.
A lot of interesting places to go. Our Miss Anna is a senior academic, a lecturer at LSPR Institute Communication and Business. She served as editor-in-chief for LSPR academic journals and has extensive expertise in communication strategies, creative entrepreneurship, and social enterprise development. Strong advocate for cross-cultural education, ASEAN collaboration, and also the roles of creativity and communication in driving both economic and community transformation. Selamat datang sekali lagi Ibu. Okay, our first question will go to, ambil undi dulu Okay, let's have a look on the first round of this segment. Will focus on universities' roles in inspire innovation and nurturing students, especially our young entrepreneur. Prof Sazli, boleh ya Prof? Okay. Prof, bagaimana, you have an option on answering it in bahasa and also mixed language.
Hello.
All of us, and also to the floor also. How do you see the roles of university in engaging or inculcate students' mind and also activities in entrepreneurship? What are the roles? From your angle as Deputy Vice Chancellor in Students' Affairs.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum semua. Okay, thank you for the question. Before I answer the question, I would like to ask the audience. Most of our audience is students. Have you started your business? How many have you started your business? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the number is minority. Minority. That means most of the audience still investigate or look what is the opportunity and how to start, I believe. And I hope you gain something from this forum to build up your confidence, to start your business. Maybe you can start small first. Okay. Okay, back to the question just now by our moderator. The role of the universities in cultivating students to have interest in business or entrepreneurship. Because I believe when students enroll as a students, when they enroll, we can say that most of them come to the university without any entrepreneurship background. Yeah. So that is the same case like me as well, I think. Most of us, that is the situation. Okay, because we not come from the family business. Okay, that is the history of the economy of our country, for instance. So the role of university, how to provide awareness, how to make them interest in entrepreneurships. Yeah. So that is the challenge to the university actually. Yeah. Because entrepreneur and business, there are two things. There are two things have deal with a different nature actually. With as entrepreneurship, it's not necessary you need to have academic. That is the reality. But the academic or student graduate from the university nowadays without entrepreneurial mindset, they cannot survive. That is the answer. You cannot survive. That's why entrepreneurial mindset is the must for the student nowadays. In order to graduate, they have to overcome what is the barrier they will face in future. That is also depends on how the entrepreneurial mindset to assist them to cope with the pressure, cope with the challenge. Okay. Okay. In universities, as I said just now, entrepreneur and academics is deal with the different nature. But in university, they must be look integrated. Integration must have. Okay? So in university, we embed the entrepreneurship's mindset or entrepreneurship elements in the course of the academic program. Okay? That is what university does. Okay? To make sure that from the studies in universities, students have element of the entrepreneurial mindset. Yeah, entrepreneurial mindset important for you to become CEO. Entrepreneurial mindset important for you to become, in fact, good government servant also. Yeah, because we talk about entrepreneurship is about how you survive independently. Independently, and you know how to overcome the problem, and you know, okay, to identify what is the weakness and what is the strength, and how to perform in the situation or into the market. Okay, and then in university, okay, the first one I think maybe not your ITM. The other university also do the same things. They will try to integrate the element of entrepreneurships in the curriculum, okay, to make sure all the academic program provide students with the entrepreneurial mindset, okay. And then the second one, what the university has done for this initiative to make sure that the students get the sufficient knowledge or awareness. We train lecturers to become entrepreneurial educators. Okay, that is important of the role of the lecturers. Even the lecturers not involved in business like me, but our spirit and our mindset exceed that the entrepreneur outside. Yeah, because we want to see that the new entrepreneur produced by university and then contribute to the society. Okay. So second one, we will look into of how to provide the lecturers as an educator entrepreneur. That is the challenge actually, because not all the lecturers willing to spend the time to provide students with encourage students to have a business, and then sometimes they spend their money to provide capital to the student, and then the capital gone. Win. Okay, so that is the second role. And then in UiTM as well, we have specific model, the specific model to make sure that engagement with the student for the purpose of entrepreneurials can succeed is about six stand. Memupuk, membina, membangun, mengurus, mengukuh dan melahirkan. So that is the process of the learning students will undergo during their studies in UiTM. I think maybe for a start, maybe.
I think, thank you, Prof. I think you pointed out very strong two factors here. I think it's actually translated into the formation of pusat keusahanan di university. I think what mentioned by Prof just now is actually translated, that seriousness of that initiative when we have all these pusat keusahanan di university to run and to advocate university to ni. I have no idea whether you have the pusat keusahanan in your
Indonesia.
Yes,
in Indonesia.
We have.
Yes, we have.
Because I think I can say about in the case of Malaysia where the top-down instruction is to have a center where all those nurturing of entrepreneurs can be done and advocate through this special center. I think very good initiative done by our UiTM system here where we...
I have some points.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I forgot to say just now. We have MASMED lead by the Dr. Badrup. So please give some hands. Okay, so MASMED and student affair, student affair. So their role is to make sure the entrepreneurial mindset, established among the students, by their program, special program, specific program. They have managed a boot camp, they have managed so many things to make sure that students are able to run their business, and then they also provide mentorship, they also provide so many things. So I think maybe in Indonesia also same.
The same as.
If you want to respond on how you guys are doing it over there in Indonesia, maybe?
Okay. The first, before I answer this question, I want to thank you so much for UiTM to host the ASEAN Youth
kasih.
Entrepreneur Forum. Give applause to UiTM, especially
Thank you.
Mas Matt. This is show the ASEAN Beauty, ASEAN Unity. Thank you so much, Pak Badru Isya and
pleasure.
our colleagues from UiTM. And also in Indonesia, we have the pepatah, tak kenal maka tak sayang. So, tak kenal maka tak cinta in Malaysia. Oh, it's more good. Okay, we want to stand up. Our delegate from Indonesia, stand up. Okay, give applause. Yes, so stand up. So stand up, cantik-cantik kan? Our student, so can our student UiTM can introduce our student. Okay, back to question ya. Okay. How to the LSPR Institute, especially in business faculty, to nurturing about the entrepreneurial. I think the same as with the UiTM, we have the integrated curriculum. So LSPR have two faculty, communication faculty and the business faculty. All the students have the mandatory to have the subject is the basic entrepreneurship. So all the students in LSPR Institute have the entrepreneurial spirit to build future, maybe they are want to the entrepreneur. So entrepreneurship is the subject, is the mandatory in our institution. And the second, we have the study, not just a theory, also the practice. So our alumni in the successful business, they are come to our campus to mentoring our student to have the successful business in the future. And also we have the like the MASMED, the name is LSPR Center for Entrepreneurship and the head is the Mr. Putra. Please stand up, Mr. Putra. Okay, yes, Mr. Putra is the head of LSPR Center for Entrepreneurship and one of the program is the incubation. So the best student for the business go to the incubation program to have the funding from the Indonesia Institution of Financial, so funding for our institution. I think it's the same as like the UITM because UITM and LSP are also close relationship. Thank you Pak Badrul.
Thank you, Ibu. Now we go to our young entrepreneur here. I think the seriousness of entrepreneurship education is there. The system is there. The framework is already established for quite some time. Now, Putri, cukup ke latihan yang kita dapat di universiti tu untuk kita memungkinkan? How about your experience, Putri? Because you are a graduate yourself, a graduate from
UKM.
UKM. Not to talk about UKM lah. I mean, how do you see your experience in getting the need support during your studentship? Adakah kerana dapat support daripada during your study tu yang push you to become young entrepreneur now?
Okay.
How does it start? Where does it start?
Okay, so sebelum tu saya ucap terima kasih dulu atas peluang ini untuk sama-sama kita bincangkan perkara ini. Hai semua, saya Putri. So sebelum tu saya kenalkan dulu, I'm in business in UKM doing printing service. And now currently I tambah dengan sports shop. Okay. So while I'm studying, I'm doing the printing service, iaitu kita print baju, kita print banner, kita print bunting. Segala keperluan ni sebenarnya datang daripada program. Kan, student kan ada buat program.
Program universiti ya?
Yes, so I'm the one that give the service.
Kalau nak print, jumpa Putri.
Apa
gitu.
Print semua cari saya.
Itu ya.
Okay.
So universiti kena ada banyak program lagi, Prof. So that we can create more Putri.
Okay, so sebenarnya daripada program-program co-curriculum university, dari situ sebenarnya boleh adanya mindset entrepreneur itu sendiri. Sebab student kita, macam yang Profesor Dr. sendiri cakap, masa mereka masuk dalam universiti, they don't have the entrepreneurship mindset. Okay, and macam you guys juga ada cakap, you have the compulsory courses for the entrepreneurship, right? So when it compulsory, we like, apa benda ni? Why have to be compulsory? Why is it matter now?
The boring subject ENT ya?
And then there come so many theory kan. Macam, bila kita nak pakai? We want to be teachers, we want to be professors, we want to be your ambition lah. So at that time when I was in UKM, we are learning the BMC, Business Model Canvas something. And we like, what is this? So that one is the theory at first. And when I saw our lecturer, like Professor Dr. cakap tadi, you train these lecturers to have the entrepreneurship mindset and to teach the students. Actually, kita pun nampak, oh lecturer kita ni pun diajar benda-benda ni. However, betul, doktor cakap tu, mindset memang susah untuk dibentuk. Dan pada pengalaman saya sendiri sebagai entrepreneur muda dan mahasiswa, yang challenge yang kita rasa susah sangat adalah untuk dapatkan modal at first.
Betul ke?
Curhat.
Kan?
Siapa nak duit sana? Siapa nak duit? Angkat tangan. Wow.
Semua nak duit sama-sama.
Bisa, yang entrepreneur macam Putri juga. I think it's all started with problems maybe. When you see a lot of programs organized in the university, people keep on looking for the same item, right? Like the baju, like the banner and so on. So there you go, Putri managed to pick up those problems. I think all entrepreneurship ideas actually comes from try to solve problems, right?
Betul.
So how do you start that? I mean, financially, who support you to start the business?
My family.
Because since that, he's a farmer, modal capital seed from farmer, father and mother.
Farmer, so my mother ajar, okay, kita kena dapatkan deposit dulu.
Your mom, yourself, the family, do they run a business also?
Currently, yeah.
Okay, I mean before you engage or embark with business of your own, family pun run
Business juga.
Business juga.
Because
So,
that,
now bermakna you already have the right ecosystem in the family.
You can say it right, ecosystem. However, at first I don't have this mindset.
Okay.
I'm the only one in the family like menda kerja. Apa ni buat bisnes ni. And then when we're in university, we need money to survive, right? So that one come idea for me. Macam okay, kita perlu sediakan servis supaya mereka cari saya, and then saya ada duit poket juga. Okay. Tapi bila kita dah habis belajar, we are graduated, I find that money is not about profit, but to giving back to society.
Wow.
Sebenarnya itu.
Dengar tu, itu yang kita nak dengar kan? Okay. Putri, please keep that because there will be a questions about how you giving it back to the community. Now, back to Professor or also to Bu Yuli, I think it's common problems with our graduates when they want to start business or venture into business. They always give a lot that common reason. Where do I get the seed money or seed capital to do those businesses? Okay, how you guys, especially the administrator in the university, we have Putri's case, we want the money, sir. How do you help us to get the money? Or do you have any initiative or any schemes that can help us out in dealing with the business? Now, minat satu, now moving to the next stage, way forward, how you guys, I mean the university especially, close the gap and get the money for them. Maybe LSPR dulu, sila.
Okay, thank you, Pak Badrul. In Indonesia, in our country, government have the hibah. Hibah is funding like the wakaf maybe ya. Okay, wakaf. So student in all university in Indonesia go to the competition about the entrepreneurship and they have a win. The government give the funding about the entrepreneurship. So they can build the business. And one of our student, please Gazel, stand up. Yes, Gazel is one of the student from LSPR, give funding from our government. Yes, like Gazel. Okay.
Bisnes apa?
Bisnis apa Gazel? I
Gazel,
think it's
what
the food
business?
for cat ya, food for cat.
Oh, really?
Yes, food for cat because Gazel like a cat. Okay.
Cat food, is it?
Yes, cat food. Yes, cat food. Okay, and the second. Role of about the funding our institution, which is the LSPR Institute that I mentioned before. LSPR have the LSPR Center for Entrepreneurship, like a MASMED in UITM. We have the program in the name is the incubator, and we have the close relationship with the one of the financial institution in Indonesia. So the funding from the financial institution is our partner. And the third, our institution. LSPR also give the funding, but it's not big, but it's enough lah to our student to starting for the business. And our suggestion to our student in here, please, if you want to starting to the business, please start to food and beverage because food and beverage not much to invest to big money. Yeah, I think it's small money is can run to food and beverage. Thank you, Pak Badrul.
Okay, F&B. How many young entrepreneurs here are now engaging with F&B business? Raise up your hand, please. Okay, tak ramai ya?
Tak banyak ya?
Tinggi-tinggi lah.
Ya, padahal it's small investment.
Okay, I think there are a few here. One good advice from Miss Yuli, Miss Anna, is to get yourself also exposed to all those financial institutions.
Yes.
Di peringkat LSPR itu, how many partners willingly to collaborate? Okay, we have this fund of sum of money. Can you get us a good and potential entrepreneurs do pitching with us and give money? How many?
How many
financial institutions that
how many?
really need to
I
come?
think is one, but I can tell the name because they are not sponsorship in here. Yes, the one bank from Indonesia. This is the big partner for our incubator.
Now, in the case of LSPR, maybe one. How about other university in Indonesia? I mean, do they come up with the same models of operandi ataupun
Yes.
the same frameworks?
Yes, I think
Because
the
you
same
guys,
word.
I mean, huge people. I mean, the
Yes.
population is quite big
Yes.
in Indonesia. How many universities do we have in Indonesia? More than 1,000.
Yes, I think
University, right?
all the public university like the Indonesia University or Gajah Mada University, they have the program incubator and also have the give the funding to the best student in the business and also the private university. But I can say the name because it's the competitor. They
Okay.
also have the a program in the incubator and also give the funding for their student. I think it's the same as.
Okay. Bagaimana, Prof? Kalau kita di UiTM ni, how do we go about helping
before
our
I
young entrepreneur?
extend my opinion to the financial part, okay? When we talk about finance, we talk about capital actually, okay? So in business, capital is very important, and capital also consisting of the many parts, not only money, skills, and then networkings, okay, and then your relative and parent also that is also your capital, okay. That's why from the perspective of university management, we want to see if we could do the entrepreneurship come from the discipline of the faculty. For instance, we have faculty, music faculty. So how the musics, okay, how music they learn from semester 1 to final semester, able to become capital to the students to start their business, okay? Because sometimes before you gain capital in the form of money, you must show your capability, capability to play music. That is the case if we refer to the music. How about the art design? Student from the art design, okay? We want the student from art design with the knowledge they can, okay, business in their area and with the skill can contribute to the capital in terms of money, okay? So that's why it's very important for students, but maybe not all the students studying in faculty have the nature like that, okay? Sometimes like business students, for instance, they have the general skill, but they can go to any business, okay? But advantage for a student with a specific skill, okay, especially for skill less outside there, okay, they can leverage the skill to gain the finance assistant easier. So I hope if there are students from the specific faculty, as I mentioned, bear in mind that you have good opportunity to start. Actually, you have the initial capital. Okay, back to the question just now from our moderator about finance. For sure, young entrepreneur from wherever part of the world, the problem is money. The problem is capital. Okay, it's capital. So how to get the capital, to get the money in order to make them can start the business. Okay, so in university that is the responsibility of the student affair. Through MASMED, we try to think what is the good effort to initiate in order to assist students to start the business with some capital, some money that we can provide for them. So in UiTM, we provide students with a finance assistance by our specific schemes. Specific scheme handled by MASMED, the funds, okay, and provide to the student have interest to start their money to start small business, okay, they can start. But they have to repay the loan. Small loan with the, is there any interest? 5,000 to 300 to 5,000 without interest. Without interest. That is the facilities provided by the universities to the student. Okay, actually you are lucky. You are lucky. Okay, because the question now is your interest, whether you want to start or not. But I hope after you step out from this hall, you have some interest to start your business. Okay, so that is the effort by university, provide some fund, okay, fund assistance for students to start their money. And then we have the other sources of finance to assist students. For instance, for student B40, Lembaga Zakat Selangor, Zakat, okay, Zakat allocate some money in the term of wakalah just now we receive, okay, that is the money for students to start their business as well. Again, so it depends on your willingness to start. Your willingness to start. So the assistantship from the university is quite luxury. Actually, quite luxury. Okay? And then, for sure, from initiative, we did by connected ourselves to the bank, to the financial institution. Okay? One of the bank is BSN. Mana BSN katakan?
BSN kah?
Mana orang BSN? Okay, terima kasih BSN. Thank you BSN for your assistance.
Okay, satu tepukan ya bro untuk BSN.
Give applause to the BSN. Okay.
For Ayep ya.
Willing along with us to materialize the dreams and the dream, and then to make the entrepreneur education provide something meaningful, significant to the nation, to the nation. So with bank, we have initiate few MOU. We have Bank Simpanan Nasional, okay, with us today, and then we have initiative MOU with Bank Rakyat, okay. And then surprisingly, you know, we have MOU with the Bank Rakyat 3 years ago. From 3 years ago, they allocated about 20 million for your ITM student.
Wow.
But until today, we just have 3 receiver. 3 receiver that willing to receive the loan.
Wow.
The loan with the low interest rate. So I mean, so we have 20 million allocation. So penat je saya sign MOU dulu tapi tak ada orang ambil. And then that bank also feel so sad. Why? Why your ITM student they not take the opportunity. Okay, and then other than that, many effort we have done. I think maybe the other student also mungkin in NSR pun sama juga ya saya. Jadi yang lainnya kemahuan masing-masing lah ya. Itu juga, kemahuan juga adalah capital juga. To me your desire state also is the capital also to start. Okay, because most of the billionaire they start from zero, zero to hero. Okay, zero to hero, and then you must have your confidence. The most important thing is confidence. Okay, and then you should confident because university, okay, instill and provide strong encouragement to the student, to the student. Okay, and then one thing we must prove that the reality outside there, people with not well educated, success in business. But we must prove that well-educated students from university with the knowledge and from experience, we can correct the perception outside. That is very important. Okay? That is very important, and because the role of university to provide entrepreneur with a well-educated person. Okay? I think that's all.
Okay, obviously university's roles is very important in bridging the gap. between young entrepreneur like Putri and the rest. So a lot of initiative initiated by university is actually for young youth in the university. Now, I believe that many of us here, the young entrepreneurs, are a group of people in front of us, people who are very aware, pretty much aware with all the environment, entrepreneurship environment di luar sana, kan? Now, on the financial institution again, how much support you guys need in terms of monetary value? I mean, it depends on the size of the business. But obviously, when you are in the university, do you get a lot of information about where to get monetary assistance, maybe? Or how do you get those advice on getting seed capital and how you manage your business, your financial projects?
Okay, so from my experience, actually, from my, I don't have many information from my IPT. So we're looking from Google, now we have TikTok, so we learn from that and it's a try and error. Actually, it's not about getting the capital, but how to manage the capital also. We need to do, we have to have the skill, right? So from my experience, actually I need a mentor. So right now kita macam redah je, we try and error, jalan saja. And then bila dah jalan tu baru kita, oh actually we need this one, we need this system, we need to do that, we need to do this. So with the collaboration universities and financial institution, actually we need to have a right guidance or one source of main, how to say it coaching, yes. That not biased for their profit, but actually to give them knowledge. So dekat sini, itu yang jadi masalah. Sebab saya punya masalah adalah, oh dah buat bisnes, kena belajar buat cukai. Belajar buat cukai pula tak ada siapa guru. Tak ada siapa tu, okay kena buat macam ni, kena buat macam tu. You need to look by your own. And then after that, you kena buat profile business, after that, itu semua is try and error. So kalau macam dah ada MASMET, dah ada LSPR, maybe they have a right guidance to do a proper and do the business like a corporate actually. So dekat situ dia akan lagi skyrocket the young entrepreneur business. Macam tu.
Okay, so my advice to you guys, go and seek the right advice from the right unit. Betul, Putri? So di universiti di UiTM ini kita ada Akademi Pembangunan PKS dan Keusahawanan Malaysia, MASMET, yang disebut oleh Prof. Kita di UiTM especially, we collaborate closely with our financial partners. Thank you to BSN. BSN is our latest partner, our new addition, our new team. For this many more years, there will be a lot of programs will be organized between MASMET, UiTM, Students Affairs, and also financial institution. Now, going back to you again, Putri, you mentioned about profit is another thing, but giving back is also another responsible things to do. So, if you can share with us, the whole audience, how much is the big cake of your profit so far, if you want to share? How do you go? That up to the level you want to contribute back? What are the things that you want to give back to your friends or to your community? Because people who want to give back, they have steady income, maybe, or steady knowledge to share with other people. Maybe a comment from you.
Okay, jadi soalan dia tentang
Giving back.
Giving back and keuntungan tadi.
Untung banyak ke? Baru 2 bisnes
Dua bisnes, tapi kita bisnes kecil-kecil lagi.
Kecil-kecil.
Jadi kita tak adalah memberi banyak sangat, tapi kita ada memberi sedikit.
Betul,
for
sharing.
the orphans kan, bagi makan. So dekat situ sebenarnya, if you have a willingness to give, then you will have a mindset how to get, how to gain. And then yang tadi tu pasal memberi tadi tu, jadinya kita bagi sikit-sikit dulu. And then you akan ada target untuk bagi yang lebih banyak lagi NGO or the society yang you nak bagi. Okay.
So bagi banyak ke sikit tu?
Sikit je lah.
Okay. Maybe after this, you guys can meet Putri to expand Putri's business by collaborating with Putri. That is why we have these programs. It's a good opportunity for you to make network with other team or other players in the same field, yeah, insyaAllah. Okay, on making innovation, university is a place where we innovate. When we have innovation, something to do with products, for example, or services, Prof. How do we help students to put forward their ideas? Maybe LSPR case first.
Okay, thank you, Pak Badrul. I also agree with the Putri says about the student that apa tadi langsung aja, terus aja. Ya, just go. In our institution, in the LSPR, especially in the business faculty, in the semester 1, all students in the business faculty have the subject is the entrepreneurship, introduction to the entrepreneurship. And the second semester, they have the subject is the business model canvas. So our students know how to use the business model canvas and how to implementation business canvas to the real business. And also in the third semester, they have the subject is the business startup and the brand activation, and all the business faculty student must be build their own business. So I'm the dean and our the college of business faculty push to our student to go aja, langsung gitu ya, go to the build the entrepreneur. So we have the facility to our student to launching bareng-bareng, together launching their product in the one to the event, the name is the LSPR BizFest. So mau nggak mau our student must be to create the business, the own business, and also the show to the market, sell to the market about the product. That is one of the innovation, regulation, and strategic to our institution to more impact to student to be the entrepreneur. And the second, we also have the program, is the name is community service. So this is in the semester 5, yes. In our student learn about to give impact to social, to our community. So our student go to the small medium enterprise in the Indonesia, the name is the UMKM. They are so give the workshop about how to give the best brand, how to the best kemasan, and etc. So our student not only build the business, the own business, but also the give impact to the society through the social development. And also our student go to the senior high school in the Jabodetabek, Jakarta, Bandung, Tangerang, in the program to give the workshop about the how to be young entrepreneur. So I think it's a student not only about her business or him business, but how they are give the impact to the social, the community, back to impact the community, how to the community give also the bill of the business. I think it's all. Yes.
Okay, bermakna dalam with all the programs that we design and develop on entrepreneurship, there is some segments of unfortunate group that maybe social impacts of making that business is another segment that many of our entrepreneurship center will advocate later on. Di peringkat kita di UiTM, Prof, untuk we know that university is the best place to innovate again, and also to create social impact as well. So di peringkat UiTM, bagaimana keadaan itu di peringkat student affair dilaksanakan, Prof? People are doing business, they are business minded. At the same time, we want to inculcate or nurture them to give back to our society. Maybe bayar cukai, do the baitumal, for example. I think being ethical in doing business is another segment of nurturing our young entrepreneurs so that they become a responsible young entrepreneur by giving back in so many ways. Maybe something from you, Prof.
Thank you for the question, Cikgu Bat. Cikgu Bat. Okay. When we want to start business, the first question will arise. What is the business we want to do? Am I right?
Yes.
Am I right? Things. Till today, I not found what is the business I want to do. Okay? The same as well for with you. So that's why sometimes innovation is very important. Innovation is very important because that is the answer to the what of the business we want to do. Okay, by innovation, we can invent it. Then we need to think wisely how to market and how the innovation able to provide something significant convenience to the society. Okay, today we have Dr. Basha. Kenapa Dr. Basha?
Applause.
This is the person very active in innovation and won a few medals internationally in Geneva. So student also can approach him to discuss what is the innovation we can do, okay, in order to make sure that we can start our business with the unique products, with the unique services. The uniqueness will determine the successful. Am I right? Am I right, students? So the uniqueness will determine the successful. That's why just now the question is about innovation. It's very important and we cannot avoid to think about it. Yeah? So people sometimes not about the product features, but how do we compose the product and come with the new appearance to the public. New appearance to the public. If we can see like KFC. So there is a combination of product from the Pepsi, from the KFC as well itself, and then so many other products involved in order to produce one brand. Okay, that also the case study we need to learn, to study, to see how they make it. Okay, and then back to the question. Okay, back to the question. Okay, one thing. I was taught by my friends how to start your business. Dia kata apa? Dia back to the skill tau. Back to the skill. What is the skill you have? You can offer the skill. That's why, okay, improve your skill from time to time too is most important. Again, the simple skill is sapu sampah. Cleaner kan? Cleaner. That is a simple skill. Okay. In my generation, maybe benda tu small matter, quite common activity. But in terms of the new generation nowadays, that is not new. This is not common. I mean, when that is not common, but common to you, you can apply you can offer to the public actually. Because nowadays, new generation is uncommon to them to clean a house or clean a store ke apa. Kan? So that is a skill. So I fikir betul lah. Itu aktiviti pertama. And then for the women, for the female students, if you can cook very well, that is a skill. That is a skill. You can advertise, you can market your product electronically, digitally. Kan? Because that is the many now entrepreneur market their product, their foods online, and then it's proved successful, and they can survive with that kind of the business, Yeah. Okay. The most important thing, other than we want to make a profit and to make money, okay, the responsibility of ourselves. What is responsibility? Okay, our university actually is not strange. It's not strange to the entrepreneurship, because the UITM was established with the purpose to produce young entrepreneurs, okay, to make sure that the balance of the society in this country appear between Bumiputra and the non-Bumiputra. So when the balance appear, the prosperity, and then the country will peace. Yeah. So that is the things. Then UITM, we ever won 3 times consecutively Malaysian Award Entrepreneur University, and then our tagline last time is producing employer. Okay. So producing employer is a tagline really close to the social responsibility. Okay, because we want to produce opportunity, people to work untuk cari rezeki. That is the most important thing we must think when, other than we think about profit. Maknanya kat situ, okay, as a Muslim, you menyediakan rezeki kepada umat manusia.
Betul.
Itu yang sebenarnya paling afdal. Okay?
Yes.
Paling afdal. Okay, because I have friends, I think many friends I have, and they have good business, and then they need 600,000 to survive every month to pay salary of their staff. Macam you pun dah start bukan dah start punya terfikir, dia kata macam mana boleh dapat banyak tu, and then they manage to get that amount and pay all their staff salary. Itu datang daripada Tuhan tau. Rezeki itu datang daripada Tuhan. Macam mana dia boleh dapat sejumlah yang besar untuk bayar gaji itu, sebab niat dia tu, because the wish awal-awal tu nak menyedia selain daripada untuk survive, selain daripada untuk berdikari, dia juga lah untuk membantu manusia yang lain, menyediakan peluang pekerjaan, menyediakan rezeki, kan? So I like our tagline last time. We produce employer. Because we produce employer, that means we start ourselves with the positive mind, okay, to serve to the society, to serve to the nation, Jadi bila adanya seumpama itu, barulah keberkatan yang tidak nampak, keberkatan yang tidak nampak akan wujud, okay, and then the business can grow up, okay, and then the society will enjoy the prosperous, okay. So the most important thing, and then one thing, very important. I used to say this frequently, because we talk about the patriotism. Everybody said they are patriotics to their country. But with the problem of less entrepreneur, the country sovereignty is threatened, dalam bahaya sebenarnya. Because any colonization in the new era is about colonization to control the economic growth. Okay? Because they come with the new form of colonization to control our resources. Okay? In other words, to control our business, to control our currency. Okay? So that's why I was called by the founder of UITM. The founder of UITM, Tan Sri Sadudin, called me and asked why the number of the young entrepreneurship among Putra slowly slow down. Turun. Because as a founder and as a person born before Merdeka and then contribute so many things in terms of establishment UiTM, dia bimbang, he worried about the future of our country because UiTM, okay, we established with the objective to make sure the stability in this country appear, to make sure everybody stay in happy, stay in convenience, okay. Jadi social obligation one term, patriotism one term, one thing we need to see because the patriotism spirit not sufficient only we say we love our country, but we must also show what we do for our country. And the entrepreneurship actually is an obvious contribution to make sure the sovereignty of our country is preserved. Yeah? Maybe.
Yes, entrepreneurship is just not only talk about profit, making profit, but also how to the big impact, give to impact to the society, I think.
Okay, thank you to Professor. So we are nearly at the end of the session. I just want to do some summary remarks and also some of the important points that we have been managed to point out. One is university roles are very crucial in providing the right environment and ecosystem to our young entrepreneurs. We will do our best on university level to give more and to provide more nurturing process and also to advocate and also to give more opportunity to our young entrepreneurs. So 3 panels, including Putri, mentions that they are very much needed of an assistance and also nasihat untuk go forward for their business programs. We also agree, we discussed about it is also in making that a reality, a partnership must be continuously done. A partnership with financial institutions, for example, will give a huge impact to our young entrepreneurs in getting them the right environment for them to start. Yeah? And universities or entrepreneurship centers will definitely do their best to get more helps and aid from agencies to nurture our students. And I also would like to bring the attention of a very good point raised up by Professor Sazli with regard to do not only seek capitals in the form of monetary semata-mata, but your skills is also a great capitals that you might want to manipulate and utilize to start your business skills. So one last advice to our young entrepreneurs here. Any advice that you want to go and pass to the young futures entrepreneurs in front of us here? Dari pengalaman Putri dululah, sila. How do you want to encourage your friends here, your colleagues, with regard to jalan saja? Go ahead.
Okay, so dari pengalaman saya, sedikit kata daripada saya pun masih lagi bergerak dalam industri lah, masih lagi belajar. Jadinya pada saya, mula je dulu, tak payah nak tunggu sempurna, oh aku ada capital, aku ada ni, baru nak jalan, tak payah. Kalau you boleh jalan tanpa capital, then you jalan dulu. And hidup ni tak ada apa yang sempurna, so memang kita kena expect, oh our business will down, our business will up. Kat situ you kena kuat semangat, kuat mental. Jangan you rasa macam, oh tengok bisnes orang ni, majunya dia sampai dia kena jemput sini, dan you rasa cemburu. It's not good. Cemburu okay, tapi untuk you down is not okay. You kena bangkit balik. Cakap, oh orang ni dah berjaya macam ni, okay. Apa cara yang aku sendiri boleh berjaya dengan cara aku sendiri? Bergerak dengan jalan kaki you sendiri, bukan dengan kaki orang lain atau pengalaman orang lain. Maybe, maybe you boleh belajar dari pengalaman dia kan. Contoh kita ada usahawan yang terkemuka di Malaysia, contoh macam Kristi Eng sendiri, meniaga dari rumah sendiri. Tak mustahil you mula dari bilik hostel you sendiri. So, I wish good luck for the young entrepreneurs. Teruskan, kalau ada niat, ada impian, teruskan. Jangan mengalah lagi. Okay, good luck guys.
Okay. Putri bukan masak kat dalam college No cooking inside the dormitory
Jangan langgar peraturan.
Jangan langgar peraturan. We want people as much we want people, young people to venture into business, peraturan and rulings and all regulation kita kena follow. Okay, maybe last nasihat or advice.
Okay, nasihat
from the practitioner.
Okay, nasihat
herself,
untuk
sila.
mahasiswa-mahasiswa UiTM, mahasiswa-mahasiswa LSPR, and also student across the ASEAN University. Entrepreneurship is just not only build a startup, because you is the next leader in the future ASEAN. So langsung aja, go ahead, to build a business to create the strong ASEAN economy, because you are the future of the leader in ASEAN. Thank you.
Thank you. Prof, sila berilah nasihat dari ayah anda kepada anak-anak kita, sila.
I hope from this forum able to provide new insight, to the students in terms of to instill the confidence, the entrepreneurship, then they feel to do something after this, And then maybe you need to think that your generation is different to my generation. My generation, last time we can still find and choose what is the job we want, But nowadays, difference, difference, and I hope you can also change your mindset, not similar like mindset, similar like your father and mother mindset, Your mindset now must think how you can survive independently, survive with the entrepreneurial mindset, that is important, Untuk ini last ni saya I would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to our counterpart from Indonesia and your students as well, willingly attended together this forum. For the first line, please stand up. Give applause to them. Thank you. And then appreciation and thank you also, on behalf of management UiTM, I can talk on behalf of management, on behalf of the management UiTM, to BSN, for willingness together with us organize this forum. I believe without contribution of BSN, this forum cannot materialize. Also, without your attendance and your teams, we cannot materialize this program. And then big thanks also to the students from UiTM, UNICEL, and then Thailand or Philippines, they participate also online, if I might not mistaken. Thank you for the participation to make it this program happen. That's all from me. Congratulations to Datuk Badrul and his team. because of the successful in organize the program. Okay, because I know he and his team work hard to make sure this program reality. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Now, I think we maybe can pick up some one or two questions maybe from the floor. Anyone would like to ask maybe one question or two questions? Ada tak nak bertanya? Semua dah lapar. Semua dah lapar. Okay, I mean the panelists, we all really hope that discussions offer valuable insights and motivation to all the educators, students, and also entrepreneurs. On behalf of IF 2025, thank you once again. Maybe we can continue more these coming years to collaborate, learn, and maybe grow together for a stronger and more united ASEAN youth community. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in one more final round of applause for our speakers, organizers, and all participants, both online and physical. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much to our moderator and panelists for the dynamic discussion, and please remain on stage for the next agenda, the token of appreciation presentation session. Okay, so with that, I would like to invite Ibu Juliana Riana Prasetyati, Dean of Faculty of Business, to present the token of appreciation. First to our moderator, Associate Professor Dr. Badrul Issa. Okay, next, please come forward, Professor Dr. Haji Muhammad Sazili Shahibi, to receive the tokens of appreciation. And the last one, we would like to invite Ms. Putri Nur Aisyah Shahlia Muhammad Shazlan to receive the tokens of appreciation. Okay, thank you very much to Ibu Juliana Riana Parasyawati for the token of appreciation and presentation, and thank you very much to moderators and panelists. So you can return to your seat, please. Okay, one photo, group photo, moderators and the panelists. Okay, thank you very much to the guests of honor. So you may return to your dedicated seat. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, so we will now break for lunch and Zuhur prayer. So please rejoin us at 2 p.m. for the intellectual discourse session. With that, don't forget to rejoin us at 2 p.m. With that, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.